Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See if I can talk today. I don't remember doing a reading for you before, so I'd like to explain real quick kind of how this works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. Try to describe the picture the best that I can. There is always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either see it later, remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, I know what he's talking about. So this is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. Sometimes you're going to have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. He's not going to give me all the details. The details are none of our business. He should give me just enough so you know what he's referring to. It's his show. It's his ball game. I think he's trying to validate that it's him. And maybe you don't even know this. It might be something that happened when he was much younger. People call him Donald Duck sometimes, and maybe he even knew how to kind of try to talk like Donald Duck because people had, I'm going to guess, when he was little, the kids teased him about it. Maybe he knew how to talk a little bit like Donald Duck or waddle like Donald Duck or something because of it. So he says, thank you. Thank you for being my queen. Thank you. And then he stopped. It's like he's thinking, how do I want to say this? Thank you for trying to keep me on the straight and narrow. Thank you for standing up to me when I needed it. Thank you for not standing up to me when I needed it. Thank you for sometimes being my backbone. When maybe I was going a little overboard, or maybe I didn't go overboard enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciated it more than you know. You were my queen. And I bow down to you in appreciation. Because I appreciate the things that you did for me. And I can... What's going on outside? Sorry. I'm in my camper. I appreciate you more than you could possibly know now that I'm up here and I see things differently. And they're not really up there. They're not really out there. They're not down there. They're actually here. People that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. He's not talking about you. He's talking about somebody, people that you know, somebody around you, or somebody that he knew. People live, he says it again, people live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Shame on them. They're not perfect. And he points at you and he says, just remember that. They're not perfect. So I'm guessing he's talking about people around you or somebody around you. They're not perfect. Don't let them get to you. And it'll all be okay. And then he says, where in the course of action did this come in? I have no idea what he's talking about. What he means by that. I just have to spit out whatever they say because they know best. It's his ball game. He says sometimes you think you feel him and smell him. He's not giving me a specific type of smell. So what if you smell something once in a while, like maybe you're sitting in your living room, could be in your car, could be outside, and you immediately think of him, that will be the smell. You know, a lot of times they'll give me a smoke smell because they smoked, or a certain hair product or something. But he's not giving me anything in particular. But just know that if it happens that way, know that that's him at that time. Just popping in to get your attention and say hello. So validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more if you want more. That's your free will choice. He wants you to know that he wants you to move on. He wants you to be happy. He wants you to have new relationships. Absolutely has nothing against it. He's encouraging it. He says, don't let any of them make you feel less than. And he said it very slowly and distinctly like that. Don't allow them to make you feel less than. If they do, you can give them one shot. They do it again, walk away. He doesn't feel like he treated you as well as he should have. He wished he had treated you better. He kind of felt like he took advantage of you, and for that he's apologizing. And he says, don't let anybody else do it to you. Hold your head up, close your ears. If they start saying negative things to you, and smile to yourself, but smile. But inside, say it again. And just smile. If they say something negative to you or make you feel negative in a way, just sit back and put a smile on your face. And they're going to wonder, what the hell? Because he says you need to learn to love yourself more and not take so much crap off of people. Love who you are and what you are, not what they think you are. Love you, do you. He's kind of pounding his fist down like he would be pounding it on a table, like being very adamant about it. You're a beautiful person. So if somebody doesn't realize that, just sit back and smile. And let them have their opinion. Because you know you're a good person. Is there somebody like trying to pull your feet out from under you? And I don't really, well, he's showing me physically, but I don't think he means physically. I know. I've had one of those too. So just sit down and smile, and they can't pull your feet out from under you. Because it's like your own little secret. It's like your own little secret. Maybe you don't think I'm good enough. And it doesn't have to be a significant other. It could be anybody. You don't have to know I'm a good person. I don't care if you know I'm a good person. I know I'm a good person. I know I do good things for other people. I know I'm not mean. And that's the only person that really cares, that needs to know that, is yourself. He's going like this. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted to say. He says, I'll help you in any way you can. Any way I can. I wonder why he said you can, and then he changed it to I can. I help you any way I can, but he said you first. So maybe he's talking about you helping yourself. He's talking about something. It's like a little bell, but it doesn't really sound like a little bell, like a tinkling, tinkling, tinkling. And it's not jingling like car keys. I don't know if it'd be chimes outside. I don't know. It's not exactly a little bell, but that's what he's showing me. So it's a little metal sound, metal clinking together of some kind, tinkling that you're going to hear. And that's going to be one of the signs from him. And you can see it in a movie. You can hear it walking through the store. You can walk outside a building and hear a little metal tinkling. It all counts as being a sign from him. So when you get a sign from him, or even if you think you get a sign from him, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more if you want more. That's totally up to you. He says, I don't really bother you, but I check in on you. Not in a weird way. I just like to check in and make sure you're okay. Because I appreciated you when I was here, but I didn't appreciate you enough until I left. Life will be good if that's what you make it. You can manifest your life good, or you can manifest your life bad. It's your dream. Some people say that what we're doing, what we're living now is a dream, or I've heard all kinds of things. I don't know that I believe that. But I'm working on myself, working on something that, yes, I want it to be this way. And I keep working on this thing I want to happen. A lot of them have come through because I'm making my dream my way, if you want to call it a dream. Manifest that shit. That's my motto. Yep, he paused for a second, so I'm going to say real quick, thank you for being patient. Grandson broke both of his legs, so we've had, besides a week in the hospital, which I didn't leave, we had multiple doctor's visits and physical therapy visits. So thank you for being patient. He had to be the first priority for a minute. He's getting back on his feet, so to speak. And he says you need to get back on your feet too. Get back on your feet and start living. More than you have been. So I don't know how recently he passed. I'm not getting a feeling either, how long it's been. Or if something else has held you up lately, that you're not fully back on your feet from something. He says, get up and start dancing. Dance like nobody's watching. And enjoy your life. Because that's what you're supposed to do. And smile every step of the way. Even through the bad. Figure out a way to smile. It's hard to do sometimes. I know what he means. So he's not really showing me a lot of signs or anything that he has around you. But if you want more signs, ask him. Give him permission. There's a lot of times I'll go to people's houses and their loved one will be standing in the corner. And it's like, well, we don't want to really step forward because we don't want to scare them. We're not sure we're welcome or blah, blah, blah. There's a whole list of things. Ask him, give him permission if you want more signs. Or if you want to see him, if you want to hear him, just ask him. I promise you 1,000%, he can hear you, he can see you. And they are more than willing to step forward if somebody wants them to. It doesn't mean you're going to see him like I do, but you'll get some little thing, I'm sure. Anyway, with that, he's leaving. He just wants you to know he has your back. So if you're having a problem or something, ask him to come help you. Give him permission. Give your angels permission. They cannot override your free will choice. Believe me, as my guides, they know. Look at that dumb shit Rhonda's doing. We told her not to. Okay. Much love to you, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.